Welcome to Fresh Voices with Simeon Adeshola. This is the debut episode. In this set of interviews, we're going to be speaking to people who I find inspirational. These are creatives, content creators, people making waves on social media and on other platforms as well. And today our debut guest is Blessed Nkuna. If you've been following this page, you will know Blessed is that guy you always see playing piano. He's a man of many talents. Not only is he a pianist, he's also a doctor, digital content creator. If you're familiar with all the logos we've had on this page, he was behind most of them. So he's a very cool guy. I'm going to be having a chill chat with him today. So welcome, Blessed. I think before we get to anything, we need to first get something out of the way. Is it blessed or blessed? You know, which one is it?
Whichever you prefer, but I prefer blessed. I think it's easy for everyone to use. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We got that out of the way. It's blessed, people. It's blessed. So just tell us a bit about yourself. How would you describe Blessed in a few words? Who is Blessed?
Yeah, sure, man. All I can say is I'm more of just a creative person. You know, anything that's creative, whether it's art, music, whether it's whatever it is that's creative, I'm there. I'm just a person who's free and just likes creating things, basically. Yeah.
Free and creating things. I like that, man. I like that. Tell us a bit about, your musical journey and where it started. We know you're a pianist, but where did it start? Who inspired you? Just tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, it's interesting because I come from quite a musical family, right? Everybody sings at home.
Everybody sings,
but I don't have
except you, bro.
Yeah, except for me. But yeah, so I think way back in primary school, started playing at church, and from there on it just went, to the sky. We kept on playing, and after a couple of years, I moved on to different genres of music, jazz, R&B, and from there it's just been, interesting.
Cool, man. So you started off in church. I think that's very interesting because a lot of people start off in church, and it just emphasizes how gospel music, and by gospel music, I don't mean the genre gospel, American gospel, like with the organs and the hectic runs. I mean gospel music, church music is a very good place to start off your career because you can't limit church music to one particular genre. You have pop, you have jazz. Have you seen people trying to impress people? Some pianists, neo soul chords there. They're distracting people from the spirit of God, but they're just trying to pull some moves. So it's a good place to start off. And we see a lot of people branching out from here. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's very, very true. I mean, I think a lot of different genres pull from gospel. Gospel also is made from multiple different genres. So I think it's a foundation, knowing gospel music and being able to play gospel music is a good setup for being able to play multiple other genres as well. So 100% I agree with you. I think gospel is just the place to start on.
Absolutely, man. So we know you went to UCT, Brew. Just tell us a bit about that and how our music was exciting. We were jamming, in school, and we almost blew it, bro. We almost messed up this medicine thing. But just, how was that for you? How was it, balancing medicine and music?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know how it was in final year. I mean, we were jamming almost every single Friday. Where we had exams, end of blocks coming up. But I think it was a good way to distress for all of us. We'd come back, play a bit, and then you'd go back to your room. You'd still be stressed out, but I mean, it would be significantly reduced compared to the way you came in. So I think it was a good balance between, coming in, playing, and going back and forth. But I think it was time well spent, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to post some clips of the jam sessions we had. And for me, I think music throughout med school, but I think mainly from the clinical years, like 4th year, 5th and 6th year, especially 5th year, music was definitely a stress reliever for me. I remember in that COVID year, I think it was 5th year when we had the lockdown and we were at home, music definitely got me through that time. So it was definitely a stress reliever. But we made it this side. No one can say nothing, bro. We made it.
Graduated.
And just on that, tell us a bit about internship. I know you're a doctor now. For those who don't know, internship is a 2-year program that fresh medical graduates from South Africa go through. You are posted to usually a teaching hospital, and if not a teaching hospital, whatever hospital meets certain criteria set by the Health Professions Council of South Africa. You're essentially a doctor, junior doctor there on supervision. So Bless is doing that thing right now, and so am I. Just tell us a bit about that and how that has been for you.
Yeah, I mean, internship. I mean, before coming here, I think every single person was a bit nervous. It's always that time where you're like, okay,
You're
now
nervous, bro. Me, I wasn't nervous, bro.
I mean, you were definitely nervous, Simeon. But yeah, I mean, once you're in, I think it's pretty chilled. I won't even lie. I mean, the hours are crazy, but in terms of like what you're doing, it's pretty calm. You have supervision. Yeah, my first block was obs and gynae, and it was a bit hectic in terms of the working hours, not the content, but the working hours was just crazy. But I think after like the first month or so, you get into the hang of things. You start, seeing how things move around. And yeah, I mean, now I think I'm comfortable. I'm moving smoothly. So I think internship has been interesting. It's way better than medical school, I think, by far. You're getting paid.
There's money now, bro. You're doing the same thing, but there's compensation, bro.
This compensation, right? Even the studying is not the same. You know what I mean? You come back, you revise on a case. You're not really reading for an exam, so it's different. So yeah, I think it's a good space to be in, basically, I would say.
Yeah, and I think for me too, the transition from study to work has definitely been quite a lot. It's a very different vibe, but I think as you go on in the system, you get into the swing of things slowly, but you never get used to some things. Like now I'm actually post-core, and I don't think your body will ever get used to waking up at night and not sleeping. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's definitely better than true, when I started, and hopefully we'll get better and better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did a lot of jam sessions last year, and there was this particular one. The song is titled Symphony. Just so that you guys know, Symphony is a song by Switch. I think the group's name is Switch. And my friend from Kenya, shout out to Gloria. I think it was Gloria. Was it Gloria? It was definitely Gloria. If it wasn't Gloria, shout out to Nailante as well, in case it was you. I don't want any beef from Kenya. She posted this song, and she's like, hey, this song is very cool. Just have a listen. And I had a listen, and it was actually a very cool song, cool message, vibey song, and we decided to do it. One day I just got Blessed and Lanri together, and we were just jamming. We didn't know we were going to record the song at all. It wasn't something we actually planned. So we jammed that day, and it was very cool. Everything was flowing. I actually have a clip from that jam session. And the next day, it was a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday. I just asked him to come together. It was just the three of us. We went into this cool room with nice colors where we were staying in Cape Town, and we shot this thing, and it ended up being a very wonderful production. Bless at this, everyone looked good. I looked good, Larry looked good, Bless looked good. Bless had this R&B thing going on. There was a nice beat. It was a nice production, and we're just going to be speaking about that today. Yeah. And Bless is going to be taking us through some of the chords. Obviously, nothing too hectic, bro. I mean, Bless is obviously a very experienced pianist. He's just going to be breaking it down for us. What techniques he used, and do you just want to show us, just like demonstrate for us what you did? I think you have a piano there.
Yeah, we can go through some of the chords, some of the basics, I think. So yeah, like in terms of my playing, I like to keep it really simple. Nothing too crazy. I'll add something in between, but it's really straightforward things. And that song was quite interesting, in fact, because I mean, the progression is straightforward, but I think what really made the song was more of the sound selection than anything else. But let's just go through the chords. I
think it's a very simple progression, but the type of instrument you use will make or break it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, the beat that we used, the kind of sort of E piano that we had that was going on there, I think really made the whole thing come together nicely. So yeah, but we'll get into all of that. For now, let's just go to the progression. So okay, I'll be playing the key of C sharp, but you can play this in any key that you want to play in.
Why C sharp, bro?
So the first,
why C sharp? Just out of interest.
C sharp is just it's an interesting scale to use. I don't know why you're laughing. The C sharp is quite big. I mean, it has all the black keys.
Yeah. You need those black keys, bro, to show that you're not a kid at this thing.
Very nice feeling to them.
Yeah.
Moving on, Simeon. But yeah, so yeah, I'm playing in C sharp because I think it has a nice sound to it. But yeah, let's get straight to it. So I'll discuss it in terms of two ways. We can talk about the chords or the number system. So I'll make reference to both. So for those of you who know the number system, can just sort of refer to that. So the first chord that we have would be an F sharp major. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Right. I normally play it as a 7, so at the 7 at the end, right, which should be the F. Right. And then in terms of the number system, that would be your 4, right? Right, and then we move to C sharp major. Again, I play it as a 7, so at that 7 there. Alright. And then we move to A sharp minor. Right. Yeah. And then again, I play that as a 7, or you can even add the 9th, so we move this sound. Alright. And then we move on to, that number would be number 6 in your scale system. Alright, and then we move on to a G major. Alright. Again, you can play that as a 7, but I play this as a normal triad.
What's happening, everyone? It's Simeon here with Lanry and Blessed. We've got a song for you today titled Symphony, and it's by Switch. It's a very cool song. We hope you enjoy it. It goes something like this. Sometimes it's hard to breathe. All the thoughts they shout at me, trying to bring me to my knees. And it's overwhelming, darkness echoes all around. Feels like everything's crashing down. And I know that my hope is found in the name of Jesus. Ooh. Sometimes it's hard to breathe. All the stuff they shout at me.
Exactly.
I'm feeling the vibe, bro. I'm feeling the vibe.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. I think that was very beneficial, and I'm definitely gonna apply these new points as well to my piano playing as well. And yeah, this is just you showing us your piano skill. You have a page and it's titled Nkuna the Composer. Just tell us a bit about that and what you're doing on that Instagram page.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been as active as I would want to be, but I post mainly just covers, things that I think people will find interesting. If I have an idea or I have some time during the week or something, I'll just make a video and quickly post it up. So yeah, I mean, if you want tips or you want interesting sounds, whatever, it's something that's musically interesting, you can go there and just check out what's happening. It's just, I post random things, but I'll probably be more consistent.
Thank you so much, people. This was Fresh Voices with Simeon Adesola. Stay tuned for the next episode. Cheers.